Well, I had gone through a lot of life changes and a feeling like I needed to slow down and sort of focus on what was going on emotionally and physically. So emotionally blocked and not spiritually in touch with anything. And so what I was seeking was just a sense of balance in my life. A lot different. I think it's hard not to have expectations when you travel or anything in life, and you want to feel safe and you want to make sure that you're supported and that you've sort of experienced what you're sort of envisioning. I couldn't have asked for more than what I got, really. I hesitate using words like life-changing or transformative because I think, it's a little cliched, but I feel so much lighter and I feel very open, and I feel like I've been able to really release a lot of what I've been holding for a long time. And that's a real gift, and I'm deeply grateful. So I'm obviously from a Western culture, and I appreciate and wanted to experience more of an Eastern culture, which is one of the reasons I came here. You can travel all over the world and see a lot of enormous beauty that the natural world stores for us, but the people really make, I think, any experience really meaningful if you're trying to look for more connections and like a deeper immersion, if you will, into somebody else's culture and their experience and their lifestyle and how they pray and what they eat. So I think the people have been so warm and welcoming. And I've done a lot. I've been here for 3 weeks, both at the Bodhi Leaf and in the interior for a few days. So I got to experience really everything. So I think it says a lot about a trip when you don't have just one highlight, because it's hard to select. So the people, I think, overall have made the experience so rich for me. But I think it's been very intentional too here at the Bodhi Leaf to sort of build a program based on what I said that I was seeking. So I sense the buildup, and I'll just mention a few highlights. I think the water purification ceremony at that magnificent temple is just, we went early before the crowds, and it's just very meaningful. It's an ancient place, and it has great beauty, and you just feel that and just sort of go through the rituals that are very unfamiliar to you, but somehow resonate and go through that purification. Was very powerful. The cooking class was a lot of fun. And I don't know about the volcano hike, but, and then yesterday with the owner of the Bodhi Leaf, Putu Mariam, I had a personal Tibetan bowl ceremony. And I have to say, for somebody who's not particularly spiritual, it was probably the most powerful experience I've ever had. So I think for a person traveling alone, a woman of a certain age, I did a lot of internet research and I've never been to Bali before, just to be clear. I've only been to Southeast Asia one other time. So fortunately we have the internet, so we could do a lot of research and try and find a place that speaks to me. I didn't have any particular place in mind, but Bali was one area that I've looked at just because they do have a reputation of being a very spiritual place. I knew I didn't want to go to a tourist center. Personally, I live in a large city, and when I travel, I prefer not to see a lot of other tourists. I could see that at home. And when I found the Bodhi Leaf online, we use the word intention a lot, but it really spoke to me. I mean, everything about the website was so personal and meaningful and sincere that I knew that I had found the place that was for me. It was also incredibly detailed, which I appreciate. So I would more than recommend coming here. It's again, I mean, it's a beautiful island. It's part of me would say that you can't really go wrong with where you might want to go. Obviously, it depends on what journey you're seeking, but I think the Bodhi Leaf, for any period of time, anyone would find a meaningful way to connect with culture and the environment and the people, and find a deep spiritual, emotional release.